How do? JR here. Welcome to an unboxing of our brand new Carrack model. The Carrack and the Carrack Expedition are our 9th and 10th kit models that we've put out, official Star Citizen merchandise. We do two sort of sizes of kits. We've got the small kits and the big kits. This is a big kit, and thought it'd be nice to take you through, see what's inside it, see what we've done differently with this model, and see how our processes have changed over the last few years. So let's get straight into it. Starting off with the sleeve, we have beautiful printed sleeve, lots of nice bits of artwork on this one. Haskahar and Darjanator have been instrumental in getting all of this artwork and stuff together for us, and it looks absolutely stunning. So very pleased with that. There's also your hologram here, which tells you which out of 500 of the limited edition set you have, and there's a matching certificate on the inside. So we get ourselves into this. First thing you'll see on here is our nice sci-fi translucent envelope, because Post in the future has translucent envelopes, of course it does. In here you will find the aforementioned certificate of authenticity with the hologram decal on it, which will match the sleeve. There is a little packet here with the decals. Not too many decals on the Carrack. Some kits end up with loads, some kits end up with very few. It just depends on how many of the surface decals on the ship will come out at a reasonable size in the scale that we're doing the ship. So Carrack's not ended up with too many. That's, of course, you've got UEE ones, you've got the spots, you've got the Anvil logos, but everything's there that you need. And then we have our beautiful instruction manual, 38 pages of goodness this time, in actual glued, sealed booklet form rather than stapled. So that's a new thing for this kit. So there's lots of nice lore, lots of awesome photos, lots of good instructional help and tips and all the things you'll need to build this, and beautiful looking instructions. So as you go through, everything's there. A lot of this is magnets. There's an awful lot of magnets in this kit. So if you don't know how to put magnets into a model, you will do by the time you're finished. It's all good. So there's 60 magnets all told. Beautiful double spreads, more instructions, lots of magnets. Use of the carrot stick, we'll get to that. And yeah, no, really pleased with these booklets, really pleased with it. So yeah, so that's everything you need to build it, along with this tutorial if you find this useful as well. Lose that. So here's the top layer of the kit. It's a bit of a chocolate box, so you get more than one layer. So we'll run through it in no particular logical order, just the ones I grab out first. We try and put as many prints as we can on these platforms. Just makes our life a little bit easier. So you've got, this is sort of vehicles and turrets. So you've got Pisces, because Carrack needs Pisces. So we've got one in landed and one in flight mode. The Pisces are available separately as diorama kits, along with the Arrow and loads of other models. But we thought, well, the Carrack needs a Pisces, so you get a couple included. You've got an Ursa rover to go in its garage at the bottom, and then you've got 4 turrets. Now these are not just the 4 turrets, these are just the top and bottom turrets. So 2 unmanned, 2 manned in 2 different positions, so you can position them how you'd like. More turrets. This is a print of 6 turrets. So these are the side turrets that go on the wings. There's 6 all told. 2 in fully undeployed, so sat into the body of the ship facing purely outwards. 2 that are deployed and facing either straight forward or straight back, depending on which way up you put them in. And 2 that are in a more sort of diorama, middle of the battle sort of pose. So you've got loads of options about how you want to have your turrets. And these are just push fit. You don't need to glue them in, they will stay in by themselves, so you can keep swapping them out to your heart's content. We'll do all these tough resin prints first. So these are aerials. This is the ramp, so this is the front garage ramp. You can have display it open, that's all magnetized on. And you've also got the big scanning arrays, because this model does allow you to have the scanner arrays deployed or undeployed, which is quite nice because we can't do that in game yet as of this recording. We've got the little Pisces stand. Get that out. Come on, there we go. And its base, so they're just the little stand and base for the Pisces. While we're doing bases, we have the ones for the Carrack itself. So Anvil logos in one side, and then the bottom of the base has the Star Citizen logo in. So that gives you sort of all those sort of engraved in for all that. Right, so these are the glass sections. What we have done on this model is have all of the windows that would be illuminated in the game as translucent clear prints. So once these are all in, you can there's plenty of room for you to put your own lighting kit inside and light up all the windows. We've already seen a few people that have done this and it looks absolutely epic. If you are going down that route, we have two options for you for the engines. So we have a solid engines, if you're not really doing a lighting kit option, a bit easier to paint. But we've also got these translucent engines. So you can put these in and basically get these to paint like light like thrusters. So we'll have to sort of paint occlude out the bits you don't want to light. It's a little bit trickier paint job, but the effect is fantastic. These are little cargo pod doors. All the cargo pods on the Carrack are magnetically swappable. So there's 3 standard cargo pods. These are the doors for them. And there's a couple of special ones we'll get to as we get to them. Magnets, right. We've got a little bag here. So this is 50 3mm diameter, 1mm thick neodymium magnets. So 50 of those. There are some spares, don't worry. But we do need quite a few. And then 10 5mm diameter by 2mm thick neodymium magnets. So these are a lot stronger, and we use these for the wings and some of the bigger parts on the Carrack. To make magnet life easier, we have a Carrack stick. This is the JRDF patent pending, not actually patent pending, Carrack stick. So we're going to put a magnet in the end of this, which will allow us to use this as a sort of magnet tool. And then this end of it we will need later on for inserting the windows. And then last but not least, we have the Carrack's bridge. So this is a cast piece. So we've cast the internals of the bridge inside it. So you can see the seats, you can see the mezzanine deck and all the terminals and everything in a tinted blue clear cast canopy. So that's a nice little easy way of doing a really nice looking canopy. So second layer is where we get big bits, big exciting bits. So where do we start? Start with the wings. So some of you guys call these the shields. I've been calling them the wings because every kit I've done so far, apart from the ground vehicles, have had wings. So there's 2 pairs of these. This is not a pair. Logic for that is that these 2 prints are the same, and then we end up with the 2 pairs. So you've got one for the deployed landing gear and one for the in-flight. This was the easiest way to do it because the Carrack's wings or shields actually tilt outwards and rotate and do 15 other things because the animation's really, really cool. But from a modeling point of view, that was going to be really difficult to have all those parts that moved. So we just thought, right, for the size of them on the model, we will just do 2 pairs, 1 flight, 1 landed. So that's what they are. We've got, these are all the cargo pods. So we've got the 3 cargo pods at the doors that we saw previously are for, 1 at each end. And the reason the doors are separate is that allows us to put the magnets on the inside. We've got this faux cargo pod with the holes for the Carrack stand. So that's how we actually mount it on the stand. So we don't need to put any holes in the fuselage of the model. And then we've actually got a cargo pod that is exterior to the ship. It's deployed, its doors are open. You can see the mezzanine on the inside. So that's quite nice for dioramas and stuff. And then we've also got this, this plate in here, which is the upper side of the sort of cargo bay area that the cargo pod's attached to. So that's got lots of magnets in the back of it that we need to put on. And that's what the cargo pods stick to. We've got closed garage door, front ramp, and closed hangar door, and these 2 little connecty pieces for the top of the fuselage, just to fill in some of the gap there. Landing gears, so we've got deployed and undeployed forward landing gear, and then the 2 deployed landing gear for the wings. What else have we got? Front fuselage section. So this is a big bit. This is the biggest print we've ever done to put in one of our kits. There's an awful lot of detail on it. It's probably one of the hardest pieces to take off its scaffolding, so it's certainly one we'll do in the scaffold removal tutorial. Loads of magnets to put on it, loads of nice panel line details and stuff. We're really, really pleased with it, but it is a behemoth of a piece. And then the back fuselage. So again, similar size piece, obviously see how they go together. The join is quite complicated, but that's fine. Again, a lot of touch points to take off and clean up, but it does work, nice and hollow at the back, so there's loads of room inside to put a lighting kit. And yeah, again, lots of magnets, everything's with magnets. And that's the kit. So we've got a lot of pieces. I think there's 60 odd pieces altogether once we get them off. Say 60 magnets to deal with. So thank you very much for looking at the unboxing. I hope it's something that you'd find interesting. And if you are a Carrack fan, it's definitely a nice thing to have on your desk to celebrate your love for the Carrack. We've got a whole range of these videos putting this Carrack together. The first one will be taking the pieces off the supports and getting them all cleaned up, and then we'll go into the magnets and the gluing and all that kind of stuff. So if you're interested in watching all that, please tune into those. And yeah, thanks very much. See you later.